Today I wanted to, I don't know if you can hear my dog in the background. Whatever. Anyway, I wanted to go over a couple different things. Not really go over, I guess. Just show you some different styles of photography. Don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out to say. I wanted to do a couple different styles. A few different people had some photos. I'll put all of the links and stuff below. And basically what I think I'm going to do is circle everything in red just so you guys know what I'm doing. And I'll explain kind of why. Although I feel like, hopefully when I circle what I'm doing or whatever, that kind of gives you guys an idea. But the first photo we're going to do, so I'm going to jump right into it, is a photo that Patrick took, and it's Miranda. We all went to the mountains a couple weeks ago. Was that a couple weeks ago? I don't know. Long story short, I asked if anyone on Instagram, in my story, I asked if anyone had photos that I could edit that weren't beauty. So I have a few different people here, a few different photographers and a few different models. I'm going to put all the info below. But I just wanted to kind of go through and make sure you guys kind of understood where I was taking each photo. And for this, I'm probably going to keep this how it is. Like, I have it open in Camera Raw right now. I could bring down the tint just a little bit so it's a little bit less purpley, because hang on, let me click that button there. So obviously you can see the before was leaning a little bit more on the purple side, so I brought it down just a little bit, and that looks kind of more like her typical skin tone. I don't really think there's a whole lot, like, you can play around if you want, whatever, but I kind of like where it's at, so I think I'm going to keep it like that. And I'm just going to open it up in Photoshop. Oh god, sorry, I'm watching TV. I feel like that was a bad idea while recording this. Hang on, let me turn this off. Yikes, it's so loud. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Had to do that. And I refuse to go back and record my voice, because that's going to take 100 years. Anyway, I'm starting with this photo. I'm going to switch to a red brush. I am just going to, fast forward this part, but I wanted to kind of circle, I'm going to fast forward the actual part that I'm doing it, but I wanted to show you guys what I was thinking of adjusting in the photos. So I'm going to circle here, just kind of on her chest here. You can see it's a little bit lighter than, like, her actual arm. I just have, like, an empty layer, by the way, with my brush on red, just so you guys can see. And then I might do, I don't want to zoom in too much, but I'll show you, I think I would probably just brighten up a little bit underneath the eye, just because I know us girls, or at least me anyway, I know that's just something I always look at. Otherwise I might do a little bit in here, there's a little bit of tones that I would probably change depending on the person. If you're picky, you could go in and dodge and burn her forehead too, just kind of to soften it up and what's the word? Oh my god, why am I not able to think of it? Even everything out. And then again, like I said, I'm going to go in and match her arm to her chest. And then I might even hang on, now I gotta go back out. I might even go in and this is gonna be such a shitty job, lighten this part of her arm, just because I feel like it's so much darker than the rest of her body. If you look at where her face is and her arm, I realize that the skin tone is not going to be completely uniform, 100%. But, I mean, just to kind of give it some, a little bit of consistency. And then last thing I might do on her anyway is this little portion on her thigh here. It's just very desaturated. Again, I just wanted to even everything out and have all of it kind of the same. And then if you wanted to get crazy, this looks like there's a person back here, which you could get rid of. We'll see how lazy I'm feeling. I don't know. I'm going to do Miranda's skin retouching first, and then if I feel like I'm not feeling lazy, then maybe, I mean, there is kind of sort of a person right in here too, which doesn't really matter. I'm not going to do that because that looks way more complex, and I'm honestly kind of feeling lazy. Not going to lie. So I'm going to start with this though. And I'm probably just going to speed it all up, and then I'll show you guys at the very end how it looks when I'm done. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and actually get to retouching this. So I will come back to you guys in just a second. Okay, so this next little portion, we still have to do some color correction and stuff, but I wanted to show you guys before and after of the Dodge and Burn. And I just have this new layer here is going to be the color grade. Well, I'll probably have to add a few more layers, but that's what that one is for. Oh god, I spelled that so badly. There. Okay, so for the Dodge and Burn, I'll zoom in just a little bit. And I will show you guys before and then after. And then before and then after. So we've pretty much evened everything out. And then now we just kind of are going to go through and do the color grade. And I know it doesn't seem like everything is technically evened out because with her, like, there's some differences in the skin tone or color or whatever. But, not that button. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put the visual aid on, the black and white. And it's like fairly evened out now. So I'll show you guys. Before was very like high contrast. There's lots of different skin tone variations, and then after. And if you want to as well, you can always lower the opacity on that, like the whole group. I think I kind of like it like that at 100. But I'll show you guys before and then after again. And yeah, I think I pretty much like it like that. I don't want to do anything crazy, but I just wanted to fix some of the whatever you call it. Some of the differences. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. My dog just barked. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this visual aid layer, and then I'm going to go in with color grade. Or, God, what am I saying? Go in and do some color grading. So I will probably do this very quickly, but I'll just kind of explain to you guys real quick what I'm going to do. I'm going to match her chest here again to her arm, and pretty much just match everything. Like her thigh here is a little bit desaturated. It's kind of looking a little bit purple on one side. So I'm just going to fix the hue on that. I'll probably do like a hue adjustment layer. And then, oh my god, my dog. And then on her face, I'll probably match that to her arms as well. And just basically make everything like cohesive. I don't know if you can see like the skin kind of around her wrist here. I feel like looks like a fairly good skin tone, so I'm going to try and do that, obviously with a little bit of variation, because some places are going to be a little bit darker because of the shadows and stuff, but we're going to kind of aim for like this overall tone, because like on her chest it's like real desaturated, and then on her thigh here it's like purple / like kind of orangey, random, I don't know. So we're going to kind of fix all of those little spots. But anyway, I'm going to go and do that, and then I will show you guys. Okay, so I just took out that person as well as doing all of the color grading. I think I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of blurred out the background, or what do you call it? Like clone stamped that dude out. I feel like it looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna leave it. I don't know. I feel like I said that like 1,000 times. My point being, I feel like this photo's done. Oh my god, my dog. And I'm going to move on to the next photographer. But I'll just kind of show you guys. Oh, I should have set up like the before and after. But I'll put it in. I'll show you guys the before photo. Straight out of the camera. And then we'll end with this. And that's that for that one photo. I like how it looks. Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure about taking that person out, but I like it. And yeah, that is the final image. There you go. Okay, so for the next photo, I already circled everything that I'm going to do, but I'll just tell you guys real quick what I was thinking. There's just a little bit of a cast on her thigh here that I'm going to fix the tone of, and then I am just going to go through and just even out all of the skin, just so it looks kind of nice and not necessarily polished. I guess that's a bad word to use, but you know. Just all evened out and everything, and make sure that everything kind of matches in tone, because like for example, her right leg here, the luminosity is obviously a little bit darker, and then over here it's a little bit lighter, so I just want to make everything kind of equal. So I'm going to go in and start that photo, and then I will come back and show you guys the finished product, and we'll go on to the next one. Or actually, I don't know, I'll see. I might make this into 2 separate videos. Haven't decided yet. But anyway, enough of this. I'm going to go and work on this photo. Alright, so I went in and did pretty much everything that I wanted to do on this photo. I didn't want to touch too much of it, but I mostly just, again, just like the other one, mostly focus on the skin. So I'll do a before and after. Actually, I'll turn off, all of that. So first I went in, and I don't know if you were somehow watching my cursor, but I went in and did a lot of the like smaller areas, like in and around her face, and then there was just a few spots like around her knee and stuff like that that I just went and dodged and burned. So this is before, and then after, and this is before color grading. So before and then after, just kind of smooths it out, but you're still keeping the texture that you do have there. Obviously this photo is a little bit further away, like in terms of texture. Like for beauty photos, obviously you're going to have way more texture, and like the closer that you shoot to the person. But again, you don't want to do like any painting or anything, because then you don't want to get rid of what detail you do have in the photo. And then I'll show you guys, I just added some color grading on top. Nothing crazy, I just wanted to correct a few tones that were on there, mostly on her forehead and then her left thigh there, just to kind of even it out. I didn't do anything crazy. Again, I just picked one of like a good area of skin and then went over it with like a blank layer, and then I also adjusted the hue and saturation on her thigh and then on her forehead just to kind of cancel out the like purpley tone that was kind of casted onto her thigh and forehead. There's still a little bit on her forehead, but I didn't want to go crazy because she is sitting in a spot, like I think there must have been a light or something underneath her, but I wanted to just kind of even it out a majority just so it looked a little bit less harsh in that sense and a little bit more, I don't know, true to life. And then I added a levels layer. I don't remember, I feel like I mentioned something about this in my other video. I don't know, I feel like I've been recording a million, so I can't remember. Anyway, I added this layer just because I feel like it kind of makes it pop, just kind of brings out the highlights a little bit, makes it a little bit less And then you could also go on top of this if you wanted. I'm not going to, but you could, if you wanted, like at this point, you could add filters or whatever the case may be, but that's more of like a stylistic choice, and that's not really, I don't really do that stuff. I mostly just do like skin retouching and stuff. But again, I'll show you, I put all of it into a huge folder, so that's before the retouch and then after the retouch. So nothing crazy. Again, I think if you were to go on top of this and add like a filter or like a preset or whatever you wanted to add on top of this, or like, if you wanted to add a certain style and like change some of the tones or the hues of the chairs or whatever, I don't know. It might be a little bit more dramatic, but again, I just wanted to do something kind of simple just to show you that you can use it in pretty much any setting. And then I think that's pretty much it for this video, just because I don't want to have like 3 hours of talking in a bunch of videos. I know I only did 2 photos. But I think, you can kind of grasp the point that I'm trying to make. I might do another one because I know some other people had sent me some photos, and I don't know, I think it would be nice to kind of do a variety. I think the more that you're exposed to it, the more you're kind of like, okay, that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make. Anyway, I will put up the final image with all of the details for the model and photographer and Instagram and all of that stuff that is included in the photo. And then, I will probably try and do another one of these maybe right after this one. I don't know. Right now I'm recording and I'm like, maybe I'll just record it all and then edit them. But that's it for today. So I did the one with Patrick and then this one here as well. I don't even remember if I introduced this. Oh my god, I don't even know. Okay, whatever. Point is, I will put all of their information, both photographers, thank you, both of you, for sending me them. I think this one was from El Morena Portraits or something like that. I feel like I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but I will put all of their info below along with the models, of course, as well. And I will do another one with you guys later, so have a good night or day. I don't know. For me, it's like 4 o'clock, so I'm like, even though the sun is shining, it's basically the end of the day, right? That's how I feel. Anyway, I want to stop talking. I'll talk to you guys later.